Thanks. I have notes. I don't usually use notes. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, for the new people, we do a thing called Pathways, and it gives us things to look at, things to inspire us, things to learn from, things to grow from. And I realized I had to speak this week, and I've given the same speech 15 times in a row, and I wanted to do something different. So I looked at Pathways. And I saw this leadership one, and that's what we get a lot out of doing this, is learning about leadership and growth and things like that. So I brought this handy dandy piece of paper about attributes of a successful leader. Effective communicator, number 1. That's what we're here for. Learn how to talk to people. You got to talk good. It helps. Leads by example. Anybody that ever comes up to me and says, "You're a really good speaker," I say to them, "Do you know how I do it?" I come up here and speak. Practice makes better. Optimistic. 97% of the time I am. Open-minded. Always. Demonstrates integrity. I always do everything the same no matter who's watching. Now, the real question is, do I have to lead? I don't want to. So you may be asking yourself that same question, do I have to lead? Short answer, nope. Long answer, you're gonna even if you don't wanna. All the time. Charlie gave me a song by Randy Watson. If you don't know who Randy Watson is, I'm sorry. I believe the children are future. Lead them well, let them lead the way. You're always leading. Always. No matter what you do, unless you're some sort of crazy monk up in the hills of Tibet who's never seen a person in the last 35 years, in some way, shape, or form, you step foot out of the door every day, you're leading. People are watching you, whether you want them to or not. Someone's filming me right now. Somebody might be filming you walking down the street because you said something that made somebody mad. Somebody's watching you all the time. It could be your partner. It could be your children. It could be your niece, your nephew. It could be your dog. So whether or not you want to be a leader, you're going to lead. So are you doing it effectively? Maybe, maybe not. But if you're here in Toastmasters, my guess is that you're probably working towards doing a couple things, right? Effective communication, being open-minded, possibly even being optimistic, because you come here and you want to learn what you can do better. If you were pessimist, you wouldn't want to hear what anybody had to say to you. They give you a little quiz when you do this pathway. And in that quiz, it makes you take a whole bunch of questions and figure out what kind of leader you are. And I'm pretty much all of them. It's a great quiz. I'm all of them except for resounding no on bureaucratic, which I definitely agree with. The leader stringently establishes and enforces rules. The leader decisions are absolute. This leader motivates by discipline and demands immediate compliance. I'm not a drill sergeant. I'm not in the military. Matter of fact, I didn't join the military specifically because of those 7 lines right there. And people tell me to do something and it's absolute. I usually say no. That's my absolute. In my life, I am a leader though. I manage Chickies and Pete's. I manage a sports bar at the Sahara. I have an entire staff of people underneath me. And I've done every one of their jobs. So when I go into work every day and I say, "Could you please get a towel to pick up that piece of ice?" And they go, "It's not my job. Can you just call PAD?" And then I stare at them and go, Get me a towel, I'll do it. Oh, I'll get a towel, okay. Weird. Altruistic is what I got voted as through this great thought process here. And this leader personalizes approaches to meet the individual needs of all of the team. This leader leads in order to better serve others. This leader motivates by empowering ethical approach. This leader focuses on active listening, empathy, and commitment to building community. It is ineffective if not given sufficient time to apply a long-term perspective, and this style is effective in creating a positive culture and promoting high morale. For me, personally, that's an effective leader. Is everybody an effective leader? Absolutely not. Do you know how I became a better leader? I'd like to think I'm an effective leader, but how I became a better leader was I did all those people's jobs. I was a server, I was a bartender, I was a busser, I was a dishwasher, I was a dealer in the casino. And whenever anybody told me, you got to do this, my way or the highway, I usually choose the highway. I've quit like 37 jobs in my life. And I never, ever, ever have once left a job because of the job. I have always left a job because of the leader. Every single time. Absolutely every single time. So I would say that the best way for you to look at your life and say, am I an effective leader, is how many people actually want to be led by me? How many people actually go, I'd like to stay at this job. I'd like to talk to my parents about something. My dog actually comes when I say come. Because you're an effective leader. That's how you can judge it. Not by a piece of paper, not by a test, not by a great song. But look at the people that want to be led by you, and then you will know if you're an effective leader. I'm Toastmaster. I got papers everywhere.
Very good.
So many papers.